Hey there, welcome back to my sugarcane map. We've done a little work over here since the last episode. Went ahead and mowed the area, got it raked up, and we are now on the very last little bit to get baled up. You see we got plenty of bales out, scattered about around the field. And there is another one. Oh, let's see, turn off. There we go. So, what I want to do is clear out a few trees, and that's why I thought that the activities over here would go along with what I have planned, because we do have some trees that are just kind of in the way. You see I've gone around this one here and mowed it, but you know, if this tree was gone, it'd make things a lot better. So we're going to buy a chainsaw real quick. Let's grab that. Alright, and let's see, we get that out. We'll go ahead and get this cut down. You know what, let's not cut it that low. There we go. Now, normally I wouldn't do this. Let's see, I can pick that up, yeah. So we're going to move this over off the field. I'm going to have to do something with them a little bit later. Get it moved out there, and what we're going to do here, I normally don't like to do this, but in this case we're just going to use F12 and just get rid of the stump. It's no different than using the lumberjack mod, grinding it out. So we're just going to do that this time around. Kind of take a little shortcut there, because we only have just a couple trees to do. I don't want to go get a stump grinder just for this. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Reality is, a tree like this, you probably would have just taken your tractor and yanked that stump out of the ground anyway. But since we can't do that in game, we're just doing it a little bit different. Alright, let's get back over here and we'll delete the stump. Get lined up on it just right. Let's see if we can... Where is it at? Huh. I am not picking up that stump. Uh-oh. I may have to go get a stump grinder after all. Did I turn that? Oh. That's why. There we go. It's picking up. There we go. Well, I turned that off on accident. So those two little trees we got rid of. There's one right here I could get rid of, but I think we'll leave that one. And then let's see, this one here, this one here. Kind of want to get rid of those two, but the problem is I'm not going to be able to pick them up, I don't think. You know what, I'll leave those. That's not too bad. I do need to get that bush taken out. And so we've gone down there and mowed that. So now we can straighten our field up just a bit with those trees being gone. And let's come down here to the other end and see if there's just any other trees that we want to take out while we are doing this work. There's a big one right there on that point, but we're going to leave that one. I don't want to deal with any large trees. You know what? We could take this one out right here. Just to make the field a little bit easier to work. Let's see, am I still on it? There we go. And then we could just pick this up and move it back here. All right, let me turn off this before I delete something I didn't intend on deleting. So let's see if we can find the mower. There we go. Now, the interesting thing is this particular grass is not your standard meadow grass. It is a custom game grass that has been placed in. And so you see up here as we've mowed it, it's created a field, which needs to be plowed and needs lime. So we're going to have to do that eventually. So I'm not worried about those small grass areas there. Yeah, we could mow it to make the field appear, but we'll end up taking it out with a plow at some point in the future. I do think I want to come up here along this edge and just go ahead and shape this end of the field. Make it just a little bit smoother to get around. Let's get in it a little bit, take this bush out. And I do have the wheel mower mod installed, so it is cutting down the bushes. Alright, very good. So we'll get that closed up. So I believe we're done mowing. We could mow a little bit around some other parts if we really wanted to, but I'm not real worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this grass that we just put down. I don't think it's going to be enough to make another bale. You see, I have I messed up the field with the slippage, but it doesn't matter. This was a one-time deal on this mowing, and we'll be plowing and planting later on. Yeah, well, it's not enough to make another bale. That's okay. We'll get that shut off, turned off, and then there's one more tree down here that I do want to take out, is this pine tree. Now this one's a little bit larger. Either I'm going to have to cut it up in small little pieces so that I can get rid of it. And you see I've actually lowered the landscape down below the actual root. So you know what, let's do this. Let's see if I can cut it up here and have it fall that way. So I don't want it to fall out that way. Let's see what happens here. Oh, did I get in the road? Oh no. Oh no, I got in the road. Alright, let's get the stump going here real quick. There we go. Oh, there's a little piece of wood there. See if we can delete that. There we go. Alright. Turn that back off and we're good to go. And I think what we can do is come down here. Can I pick that up? Let's see. Oh yeah, how about that? So we got the mess out of the road. Looks like down here after a hurricane. Alright, so we've got the silage bales made up. We have the field mowed. We have the silage bales, well, grass bales currently over there. And let's just take a look here at the menu. And we'll see. So yeah, we're up to 330,000 liters of grass, which is fermenting, and that will actually turn into silage for us. So hopefully that number goes way up, and we get a nice little chunk of change when we get ready to sell that. So we're done with the rental equipment. There's nothing for us to do. If we look at the calendar, we are in November. We can't plant anything. Could plant grass, but we don't need to. So there's going to be absolutely nothing for me to do until, let's see, until March. Yep. So we've got to get to March before we have anything else to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to return all this equipment, and we'll see about getting time advanced to probably when we need to sell this silage. All right, we have a bunch of silage ready to be sold. We're in January, finally got the silage all made up. It took a while for it to ferment, but here we are, and we're ready to get it sold. But first, I need some fuel in the tractor, and it looks like we're going to need to repair it too. Let's get pulled in here and get the pump running. Let's go ahead and lease a loader here. Let's just lease that. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's the round bell. Yes. All right, we got 530 bucks in fuel. Whew. We do have quite a few bales. I think it is about $114,000 worth of silage. So we'll see here in just a second. We'll take a look at the menu and verify that. But yeah, that'll be good. We need that cash. So the next step is we're going to have to get all our fields in shape. So we're going to need another plow, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is just going with something standard, tried and true, that works. I know I was trying to use some different mods here, but I was having a little trouble with it. Alright, let's do a little quick repair on the tractor. Ooh, that's gonna leave a hole in the wallet. Alright, back up to the trailer, get it hooked up, and head on back down. And start loading up some bales. And before we do that, let's take a look. Yeah, 330,000 liters, $112,000. It is green 112. Yeah, so we're pretty much right at the max we can make off of it. Might could squeak out a little bit more. While we have the time, we're going to go ahead and get this handled. Go ahead and get the cash in the pocket. There have been some pretty interesting things that have popped in through the used vehicle sale. And unfortunately, I just didn't have the cash to buy them. So I didn't. I tell you, this is really a nice map. I've enjoyed playing on this map so far. It just looks rather realistic. The marker balls there on the high power lines keep the planes out of them, and I don't know, the landscape just looks very authentic. I think they've done a fantastic job on this map. Obviously, I've never been to South America, but it does look very realistic. I think I've damaged a few signs on my way down, but that we're just going to ignore. Trying not to hit this traffic here. This tractor with these wide tires on it, difficult to keep in the lane. All right, let's get this thing unfolded and we'll get ready here. So we've got all of these bales to pick up, and then all the bales over across the road, and we'll have to get those taken down and sold somewhere. I have no idea where we're going to sell them. Zoom out a bit here so I can see what I'm doing.
Do you lie awake at night? Are you afraid to turn out the lights? Is there something you're scared of? What's there out in the dark? Make sure to keep all your windows locked. Do you surrender? You try to stay awake. These walls you can't escape. Here's one for the lonely hearts, for the ones that fear
Alright, we got the bales loaded. Let's see where we're going to sell it. It's at the cooperative. I really don't know if there's any other locations. Let's see here. Silage, cooperative, or bale store. Looks like the cooperative has the best price. So where are we headed? We're up here in the upper right hand corner. Okay, so it is down here. So we're going to go down past the shop. Actually, we can cut through. It looks like we can cut down beside the field. And come down here somewhere, maybe? Let's take the scenic route.
Anywhere but here. Wanting something good to come, waiting for things to run away from. Are you just hiding? Yeah, walking into the fire, talking like you never die, like you're immortal. You try to stay awake, these walls you can't escape. Here's one for the lonely hearts, for the ones that fear the dark. You better run out of here. Bet you can't look the other way. Here's one for the broken road, that's the only one you know. You better run out, truth or dare. Get me out, take me anywhere but here.
I think this is where we need to turn. Let's see here. Yep, cooperative. It looks like straight ahead. Alright, our first load of the silage. We're going to get this sold and hopefully make a lot of money. We're at 34,000 right now. Oh, don't push me forwards. Don't push me forward. So how come it's not selling? That's what I want to know. I'm at the location. Huh. Where's the trigger? It is there on the ground. Oh. I think it's too low. The actual trigger point is too low. It won't pick up the bales. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, now I gotta load these suckers back up. Let me just try something here real quick. Again, we're gonna use something that I don't normally like to use, a super strength here. But let's just try and see if we move one of these, if we can get it to sell. Maybe further back here. Over here. No. Okay. Well, let me load these bales back up and we'll head down to the other sell point. Alright, so I got all the bales loaded back up and we're up here just passing by the shop. The other place that we can sell the bales, hopefully, is up here at the northern end of the map. I did check, and it does appear that the trigger zone is raised up enough to accept the bales. So hopefully I'll be able to sell them here. I'm assuming that the other location would only accept, I guess, loose silage. I don't know. Yeah, this is right across from the fuel station. Got some tight entrances into some of these locations. Alright, crossing my fingers that it works this time. Hopefully it does. There we go. It's selling. Whew. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. There we go. 61,000. So I will take that all day long. So let me head on back down here and get the rest of this loaded up and get it sold. So like I said, it should bring in about $114,000. And so then we'll get going on into spring and look forward to doing a little bit of groundwork, getting the fields ready, and then we'll be moving into planting. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit slower of an episode, didn't do a whole lot, but we got some things done we needed to get done. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't done so already. We'll see you back here next time.